The State Department has put out an announcement here just within the past couple of minutes saying that the United States is getting set now to impose new sanctions on Russia in the wake of that attempted assassination attempt via nerve agent. The United States saying that in the wake of that nerve agent usage in the UK by Russia, the United States has determined on August 6th, under the Chemical and Biological Weapons Control and Warfare Elimination Act of 1991, that the government of the Russian Federation has used chemical or biological weapons in violation of international law, or has used lethal chemical or biological weapons against its own nationals. They say following a 15-day congressional notification period, the new sanctions will take effect upon publication of a notice in the Federal Register. So the United States here hitting back at Russia for the use of that nerve agent and that attempted assassination in the UK. You remember it's a former British spy against Russia, a Russian national who was the target of that attempted assassination with nerve agent, along with his daughter. That was very controversial. Of course, President Trump criticized for not raising that publicly during his Helsinki summit with Vladimir Putin. But the president and the White House have insisted that this White House has been tougher on Russia than any other White House previously. And you can expect that they will point to these new sanctions as evidence of just that. Wilford.
And Eamon, interesting timing, because put the Helsinki summit aside, the US was commended by the Brits, along with many other allies, for kicking out various Russian diplomats immediately in response. So why the timing now of this escalating of the sanctions, almost completely out of the blue?
Yeah, it is a little bit out of the blue. We've seen a lot of lawmakers going back and forth between Washington and Moscow in recent weeks. Not clear exactly why this is happening now. It's possible that there's just a process in place under this chemical and biological weapons law that they're citing here at the State Department, and the process simply takes a certain amount of time for them to make a finding. I have to get a little bit more detail on why that's happening now. I just want to point out to everybody,
we've been showing the two-day chart. Let's show the two-day of the ruble again, and there's the two-day of the Russian vectors, because actually some of this leaked out overnight in Russia, and actually some of the details of the law that they're talking about and some of the new stuff that they're imposing actually leaked in Russia, and it's so tough. That's why we saw the Russian ruble start to get hammered by like 6 o'clock this morning, and you start to see the Russian market sell off as well. So there's a lot going on here between Congress and then this stuff from Pompeo and the State Department that you're talking about.
This goes right to the heart of that. This goes right to the heart of that Trump-Putin relationship, right? I mean, what does Vladimir Putin want the most from Donald Trump? Is he wants relief from sanctions. This is the administration and through the State Department saying, in fact, no relief is coming. What you're going to get is more sanctions for this nerve agent attack in the UK.